For this lecture, I'm going to switch over to using MATLAB, and you can still follow along with the lecture slides. We'll do things in the same sequence. The first thing I want to show you is the format command, which changes how information is displayed at the command prompt. I like to use the format set to compact, and if you do that, then MATLAB will eliminate the additional line breaks between rows in the command prompt. Alternatively, if you set it to the default setting, which is format loose, then when you enter a command, you'll see extra line breaks, whereas with format compact, we can get rid of those. Especially when you're publishing your MATLAB scripts that you might submit as homework, this can make things a lot more compact and more readable. The format short and format long indicate how many digits after the decimal point things are displayed. So the default is the format short, which has 4 digits after the decimal place, and if we change the format to long, then we see 14 digits after the decimal place. We can also convert the format to scientific notation in either the short scientific notation or long scientific notation. So if we use the format short E, then we'll have the short scientific notation. And if we use the format long E, then we'll have the long scientific notation. Again, those just show either 4 digits after the decimal or 14 digits after the decimal. We can also use engineering notation by indicating format short eng. And the difference between the scientific notation and the engineering notation is that the exponent is always a multiple of 3 in engineering notation, whereas the exponent is not necessarily a multiple of 3 in scientific notation. So there's a format short eng and a format long eng. Again, 4 or 14 digits after the decimal. Typically, you'll probably use the default setting of format short. Now, this doesn't change anything about how MATLAB computes things. It only changes how things are displayed in the command window. Next, we'll talk about rounding functions in MATLAB. So if I set the variable a equal to pi, round a rather will round to the nearest integer. A fraction of 0.5 is rounded up. Round will round pi to 3. The ceil command rounds toward infinity. So if that would round pi in this case to 4, and it will also round negative pi to -3 instead of to -4 because it's rounding towards infinity. Alternatively, the floor command rounds toward negative infinity. So if I use the floor command on a, it rounds it down to 3, and if I use the floor command on -a, it rounds it down to -4. Both of those are rounding towards minus infinity. An alternative is to use the fix command, which always rounds toward 0. So both -a and a will be rounded towards 0, so towards 3 and -3. In the next video, we'll talk about precision.